Plaintiff Ramon Barrientos says the defendant is his cousin, but they were more like brothers growing up. Ramon claims their relationship fell apart due to the defendant's drinking problem. And he's suing because he gave the defendant money to pay his bills before he was deployed in the military, but the defendant failed to do so. Defendant Ramon Barrientos insists he did not have a drinking problem while living with the plaintiff. Ramon claims while they were living together, the plaintiff brought multiple women into their home, and these women often confided in Ramon about the plaintiff physically abusing them. He insists he never got any money from his cousin.
Start with you.
All right, Your Honor. So, on paper, he's my cousin. How we were raised together, man. He's my brother. I see him as my brother from another mother. My name's Ramon Barrientos. As you can see, his name's Ramon Barrientos. Who raised us? My grandfather passed away. His name was Ramon Barrientos. Heck, his dad is named Ramon Barrientos. Altogether, we are the Ramones. And we're the group that are unbreakable. At least so I thought. I believe, and let's call it as it is. I think that the reason why we broke up was because he had a drinking problem. And as we were raised, I mean, we were inseparable. Your Honor, we played basketball together. He had a great jump shot. I was a dribbler. I'd break ankles. We played video games. I was great at Mortal Kombat. He would always wipe the floor with me on Street Fighter. We drink bubble tea together on our leisure time. We had the same things together that we actually had, that we loved together. But growing up, I had a life. I had to leave. I had a wife, a kid, joined the military. He kind of stayed behind with our grandfather. And I feel like that happened. I went to Iraq, came back. And I had problems with my relationship. And I needed just what you come back for. You want the people that are close to you. I have 5 brothers, 6 sisters, but this guy, Munchie, his name is Munchie, I call him Munchie. He was my brother. He was the one I loved the most. And when I had problems with my relationship, I asked on him if he could be there with me. We got an apartment together. It was awesome. We had a 2-story loft. It was a bachelor pad with a wife and kid inside. And we always...
One of you had problems with your relationship.
But we always hanged out. I mean, I was coming back as still 20, so I wasn't able to drink. And he's only a couple months older than me. That being said, he would go out and drink. It didn't really occur to me that he did have a drinking problem. At that time, I was kind of into myself. I was trying to get back into the light of being a civilian or, being semi-civilian. I was still in the military, coming back from Iraq. But once my relationship fell, I noticed that we didn't have that bond anymore that we used to have.
Plaintiff Ramon Barrientos is suing his cousin, who claims Ramon's girlfriends often told him that Ramon was physically abusive.
Let me hear from him. Give him some background, sir.
I didn't have a drinking problem. We were living together. And then so when we were living there, a couple of months had passed, 3 months had passed. He had a little problem with his wife. And then so...
Thanks to you and your bad influences at the bachelor pad.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I know it.
No, it's not. He quit his job due to he's being sad and depressed and whatnot. And then he decided to go to Iraq. He became active. He's like, I can't stay here no more. So after he came back, then he starts bringing all these women saying that he had a good relationship with. But every time he meets a new woman, they always say that he physically abused them or verbally.
Yeah.
How is it that you get to speak so intimately with all his girlfriends that they share the personal details of their relationship with you? I can see maybe 1, maybe even 2. But you say all of the women.
He always gets different.
Cry on your shoulder.
Yeah.
What do you do when they're crying on your shoulder? Oh, come here, baby.
You can call me Munchie.
Yeah, you can call me Munchie.
No, that's
leave this man and women alone. Let's get to the contract he's suing you for.
Okay, Your Honor. So, like he was saying, I had a downfall in my relationship. When I got a divorce, I acquired some debt. And I'm going to tell you right now, the leading cause of divorce is marriage. I'm not doing that for a while now.
The leading cause of divorce is marriage. Go ahead.
So when I left, I acquired the debt, and I said, look, Munchie, I acquired a debt. When I get my tax return, I'm gonna pass forward $2,300 to you. And we agreed upon it. Hey, just pay for the debt that I owe, and whatever's left, go ahead, take it.
So what did happen?
After I passed him the money, I haven't heard from him. since. So
All right. When you've tried to get it back, what has he said?
when I tried to get in contact with him, he dodged me like the plague. I tried to get in contact with him many times.
How did you find him this time?
If you check, I have paperwork right here. I found him on Facebook.
Where?
I have evidence on Facebook. This is how I got a hold of him. I put a Facebook post up on a family account saying, because I've been trying to get in contact with him quite some time.
It, please. And he responded?
He responded, yes.
Okay. Let me hear from you, sir.
So after he came back from Iraq, he's saying that he's issues like
PTSD.
And then
And that's what I was going to suggest. While you're talking about all this abuse, a lot of soldiers that went over to Iraq suffer from that, and that is one of the symptoms. And that's unfortunate. Were they to give more medical attention and counseling to the soldiers who come back, perhaps they won't be abusive. Go ahead.
So after he came back, we had a couple of chats before all this. He had contact with me on Facebook, and just we sat there and talked. And then a previous message, I had contacted him on Facebook. I had talked to him in the past, and he never brought up any issues about money.
All right, well, he's bringing it up now. So what is your defense?
My defense is I never got the money.
He never gave you money to pay his bills or anything? You've never received $2,300 from
Nope,
him?
I never received $2,300.
Your Honor, if you see that, he actually says that he got the money. It's highlighted.
I am right here, you say with exclamation points. And to tell you something, it was for the cleanup. The GD mess that you left at the apartment.
Plaintiff Ramon Barrientos is suing his cousin, who claims Ramon's girlfriends often told him that Ramon was physically abusive.
So you do acknowledge getting some money, but you say it was for a cleanup, sir.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You say you never get it. I don't want to hear any more of that, Machi. $2,300 is your judgment. You need to leave it alone unless it's totally different from the case.
It's part of the case.
No. Judgment for the plaintiff. Leave it alone and get going.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Munchie, on the side, we can still hang out, man. I've still wanted to hang out. That's never changed, man.
Of course. Family.
Always, man. Hey, I'm sorry I had to come to this, man. I mean, for real, I've been trying to get a hold of you, and dude, like I said, I want that relationship back, dude. We were brothers, and I still want to keep that, man.
Yep.
After this, it's squashed. Let's get back that, man. When we go back to Seattle, let's go hang out.
I acknowledge that, and I'll see how I feel after this.
All right. Bubble tea?
Maybe bubble tea.
Bubble tea, man.